This is a 2007 Lexus IS250. I'm going to show you how to replace this right here. This is the cruise control switch. That one down there, when you press it, it no longer engages. I believe it's just worn out. Pro tip, get a bunch of lights, disconnect that battery. I waited 20 minutes because I do have to remove this airbag right here. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, you're going to need something to pry those plastic panels that cover the bolts. A T30, and that's what the Torx bit is. That's a T30 3/8 drive, a screwdriver, and then a 10 mil to disconnect the battery. All right, there's two covers, one here and then one right here. We just got to pop those off. Now with those popped off, both sides look like this. This side's just easier to show you. That is a T30 Torx bit that we're gonna remove one on each side. So there's that one. And then there's, oh, too high. There's that one right there. So you can see it's right above the cruise control on that side and then nothing on this side. So that's the angle that we're going at it. Okay, with those two screws unscrewed, mine stayed in, by the way. There's a little tab that keeps it in place. There's a little clip down here. And this is the airbag. So you need to disconnect the battery and leave it disconnected for about 20 minutes. And you just pull up right there and then pull it out and set it up here. All right, so that's up and out of the way. I'm just gonna keep it up there. This is what we're trying to remove. So there's that one clip there. We gotta do those two screws and replace. Okay, so the way to get this out, once you have the two screws off and this clip on the bottom, right there, you can see it. That pops right out. Mine came with new wires, so I'm gonna put new wires in it too. You just take this up like this and rotate it. It'll just come right out, just like that. So this is the old one. We don't need that anymore. Time to put the new one in. Mine does come with a new wire, so I'm gonna replace that as well. It just plugs in up here, right there. I already disconnected both ends, so I'll wire in the new wire just in that same area. Putting it back in, just make sure that you watch this wire that's in the middle of the screen right now. Make sure that this has the cruise control behind it so that it sits flush on this pin. I had to mess with that a little bit. And then we just got the new wires routed same way behind this brown one, routed up. Because this will all spin, so I wanted to just route it the same way as Lexus had it. The screws are back in, snug as a bug. So now we can go and drop this down, check everything, make sure it's plugged in, like that one right there, and that one right there. So double check that. And now we're gonna drop the airbag back down. It kind of locks down on there, and then that fits in there. And it's just those two Torx bits on the sides that will snug this airbag back. All right, now just tighten up those two Torx. That's the one on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. And the one on the right-hand side of the steering wheel is the same way. It's gonna stay in there. But just remember to make it pretty tight. You don't want any steering wheel components or the steering wheel itself to fall off. Not that this would, but it's a Lexus, guys. It's not a Tesla. Teslas can do that. Lexuses can't. So just get those snugged up. All right, now that it's all hooked up right, I can disconnect the battery tender that I have on there and then hook the terminals back up. Now set the covers back on. This side goes on the cruise control side, this side goes on the other. If you did disconnect the battery and you go to hit the switches and the ones off the main switch don't work, make sure that your child safety lock is off, and then reach over to each of the windows, hold it down, and then once it hits all the way down, hold it down for about 3 seconds and then hold it up. And then it will work on the main switch again. Just a quick little disclaimer. That way you're not like me and you fire it up and think you just broke your windows from installing this part. Well, thanks guys. Hope you like this. Like, comment, subscribe. Good content to come.